YouTube family, what is up? What is up? So I've been getting a lot of these questions saying, hey, Kong, I got 150 bucks. I got 250 bucks. I got $500. I got $1,000, etc. And what do I need to do, dude, that I can leverage it to make money, to turn into a 5K, 10K, 20K? So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I would do knowing what I know today. Okay. And obviously there's multiple ways to do it. But the way that I'm going to show you is all you need is a laptop, a phone, and internet connections. And you can do this, and you can do this from anywhere in the world. And I'm going to show you how to turn $150 into $20,000. And hopefully that you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to stay committed. And hopefully that you can make that happen within the next 30, 60 days. But once again, this is not financial advice. This is not a guarantee. Okay. Nobody can guarantee your success or your results except for you. All I can do is I'm going to provide you with the information, with the knowledge, okay? Know what I know today. Been in the real estate game for over 12 years. And I'm going to show you the path that I would take if I were to start all over again, if that's all I got. Okay, so before we get into that, here is a little secret that I've been keeping, that I've been putting in the closet and haven't told. I mean, I have said this a couple times, but never really publicly and say it over and over again. So recently, I discovered a hobby that I fell in love with. And this is just a hobby, okay? And I want to share this hobby with some of you that might have the same hobby or might like the same thing as I am. And I love to build our relationship on a different level, not just real estate, but the hobby level. So I recently, it's probably about 3 to 4 months now, I recently got into trading meme coins. Now, this all happens after Trump's coin, okay? And recently, we as a community took over this meme coin, and we went all into it, and we took this meme coin from 20,000 market cap to 2.6 million market cap, and then it took a dip. And then now we're trying to ride back the wave. And some of us have made a lot of money. Like my bag, dude, I'm probably sitting on over $100,000. But I lock it away because I'm playing a long-term game. So I just don't want to look at my wallet all the time. So I lock it away into 2026. And it gives all the people the peace of mind because I'm the top holder, right? So if I would have sold, then the game would have been over. So I lock it up, because that's not what we're about. We're not about the pump and dump kind of game. Some of you might know what I'm talking about, and some of you might not know what I'm talking about, okay? But for those of you who likes to trade meme coins, or who learn, or who wants to get into it or learn how to do it, and you want to join the community, we built this Discord community a couple months ago with great people in there, and love to have you a part of it. The link is in my description, okay? So, with that aside, let's go ahead. I mean, listen, we got people who turn $100 into $1,000, into $4,000, and some turn $1,000 into like 10, 20 G's. But anyways, it's wild. But but we got control of the coin, so it's not like that's why I'm all in on this coin and not worry, and so I can eat in peace, walk in peace, and sleep in peace, and not have to worry about it's being a rug. So anyways, once again, if you like that, link is in my description to join my Discord. We're not going to talk about real estate in there. We only talk about crypto and meme coin. So if you want to talk about real estate and you don't care about the meme coin crypto, don't join us. It's not for you, okay? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So to turn $100 or a fun, I apologize, 150 into, let's just say 20K, I'll give you 60 days. 60 days to do it, okay? So here's exactly the move that I would make. Number one is you need to identify your market. You need to figure out what market you want to dominate. And in my opinion, you should focus on your own market. Focus on your own backyard, because you know your market than any other market, right? You know it better. And then what I need you to do, here's the next step. Once you identify what market it is, and make sure that you're in a good price range. You know, don't go for the $1 million home. I'm telling you, you're just wasting time as a new beginners. Because when you hit the $1 million home, what happened is that you're dealing with different types of sellers and different types of buyers. Your pool of buyers will be a lot less because obviously there's a lot more buyers who have 150, 250, 300, $500,000 that they can go and they can buy. But who has $1 million, $2 or $3, $5 million to go and buy? And those investors who has that, you already know that you're dealing with different types of investors. They're much more educated. Okay. So I just think that it is not that it cannot be done. It's just if you're new, I'll stick with the bread and butter. Even till today, after being in the game for 12 plus years, we still only pick markets that house price are between, let's just say 150 to like 500,000. That's it. 150 to like 500,000. That is the sweet spot. So if you can find that market, and if you can find it within your city, within your states, within your county, then that's what you should focus on. Because your average wholesale fee will probably turn out to be, I would say, right around 20,000 or so, 20 to 25K. And all you need is one deal a month. That is it. So you don't need a whole lot of deals, man, to make an extra $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. You only need one. Okay? So here's what I would do. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay? Step number one is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign up for this software. Okay? I'll just click here. It brings me all the way to the top. Can you guys all see? I'll sign up for this software. Okay? Let me bring this over here. King Data. And then get started. It'll take you all the way to the bottom. If all you got is that 150, you click on the monthly. That's the basic plan. And I'll show you what to do. Don't worry. Okay? This is where we get our motivated seller list. And I only target off-market deals, not on-market. I like off-market because I want to work directly with the seller because I want to control the deal. So click on monthly and you pay for it. If you have the cash and you want to save 30%, which you would save about $600, then you pay for the whole entire year. And you don't have to worry about paying it again until 2026. But you pay all the payment up front, and that's why they give you a discount. Make sense? Now, once you have signed up, you lock in, okay, to your dashboard. Here is what you're going to see. So, boom. Hold on a second. Share. Boom. Let me get back. Bam. Okay. Here's your dashboard. Here's what's going to look like. And if you want more training videos, click on training videos. There's a bunch of them that will go through everything that you need to know about the software. Okay. So you can get familiarized with it and use it because there's so many things in this software. King Data is a one-stop shop. And I'll show you what I mean by it's a one-stop shop. You don't have to pay for a bunch of subscriptions for different software. All you need is this. Okay. So once you got that, comment your city and your state. Okay. Now listen, I want people who are like, Kong, I'm going to take the action. I'm going to do this. So comment your city and your states. Let me help you out. Okay. I'm waiting. Comment your city, your state, fam. Nobody. Unbelievable, man. Oh, we got one. Okay. Okay. Montvale. Okay. I can't even pronounce it. Okay. All you need to go is click on property leads. I'm literally walking you through the step. Click on property leads. After that, it's going to take you to this screen. And then right here, you put in the city or the county or the zip code. So let me figure out how to spell it. MONTVALE. TVALE. And it is New Jersey. Okay, right here. Boom. Okay. Now it's going to search. Okay. And then you want to go over here. You want to click on filter. You want to remove others. You want to remove apartments. You want to remove townhome. We only, yep, we only want single family and multifamily. Remove condos. Okay. So we're going to go back. Okay. And filter. Okay. Now there's 2,007. Wait, hold on a second. Why doesn't it tells me? Okay, hold on a second. Let me go back. Okay. Let me click on results. Okay. Let me add in. So save this, reset. Okay. So hold on a second. I'm going to reset the filter really quick. Okay. We're going to go property leads again. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. So I'll show you what list to target. Okay. So we're going to go back in. Bam. Okay. And then we're going to click on filter again. I just need it to add, hold on a second, single family. I need to add, hold on a second. I wonder where do we, hold on guys. Usually my VA does this. So, I'm going to go here, filter. It should be, hold on a second. I have to get my VA on this because we need to add in another filter here. Typically what I want to do is I want to target tax delinquents. Okay. I want to target tax delinquents. So let me go back here really quick. Thank you so much for you guys' patience. Hold on a second. I'll figure it out. Boom. Okay. Free and clear. Okay. So let me say, okay, so let me go here. So currently right now there's 2,726 people, okay, that own their property free and clear. Okay. Free and clear is a great list to target because imagine if they owe nothing on it and you offer them 50 G's or 60 G or 100 G's, they walk away with a lot more money than if they were to have a mortgage and only walk away with 2K. So I like the free and clear list as well. Okay. So once you got the list ready, all you need to do is hit download. Boom, right there. And then hit standard. That's it. And then hit on lead trace. So when you hit on lead trace, okay, this will allow you to skip trace all that 2,700 lists, okay, on there. With no, you don't need to pay for skip tracing. For those of you who decided to sign up today, I will pay for all your skip tracing because roughly before that, they were charging 10 cents per skip trace. So it would cost you to skip trace 2,000 people, 2,700. It would have cost you close to what, $300? Okay. But now that I'll pay for all your skip tracing. So if you decided to sign up today, rest in peace. That, well, I don't know if I should use that word. Not rest in peace, but hey, I will pay for all your skip tracing. So you never have to pay for skip tracing again. So whether you're skip tracing directly from the software, or maybe you're driving for dollars and you found a property and you want to punch it back into the software and say skip trace, I'll pay for it. Unlimited, as long as you have access, as long as you as long as you are a member, right? As long as you have the software, I'll pay for it. So once you skip trace the address, here's the next move that you want to do. If you only have 150, then you have to cold call them. Once it's skip trace, you got the list of phone number, you pound the phone and you call these people. But let's just say that some of you be like, hey, Kong, I got the money. I got the capital. I got more than 150. What do you think I should do if I don't want to cold call? Oh, right here. I'm sorry. Right here, included, you can click on absentee owner, high equity, low equity. Right here. Boom. We just add an absentee owner. And that, once we add an absentee owner, look at that. The results show us that there's 335 people who's absentee owner, who don't live in the property. Okay? And then, so if there's 335 of them, the next thing you can do is hit on direct mail. So if you have more capital, okay? If you have more capital, then, and you don't want to cold call, the best thing to do is direct mail. Now, postcard is going to cost you about 50 cents a postcard. A letter it's going to cost you about $1 a pop. But you can go in here and you can set up your marketing campaign with just a few click of a button, and it'll automatically send it out for you. And I think it takes about a week or so for it to start, printing and sending to people until, homeowners start to receive those. But the thing with direct mail is you cannot, let's just say you got $500 and you're like, oh man, I'm just going to give it a shot. No, I think it's going to be a waste of money. It's going to be a waste of that 500. When it comes to direct mail, it's more of a consistent base. So you need to hit them like at least 3 to 4 to 5 months in a row for you to actually see the return. So if you only have $500 or $1,000, I think that you should continue to cold call. If not, just hand text. Don't think about, trying to invest into a dial or anything like that. Those are if you have a little bit more capital. Okay? Like, dude, it's a grind. When you have baby money or don't have much, it's a grind. But all you need is one deal, my friend, and that's it. One deal, it'll pay for this software 100 times over. Okay, but you can go in here and set up your direct mail, and here's what it looks like. So we hit continue. Okay, hold on a second. Remove duplicate. I hit continue already. So okay, here it is. Okay. How many pieces of direct mail would you like the homeowner to receive? Typically, we'll just do one. If you got the capital, probably twice a month. They'll let you know. Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. If this was me, if I were to set up this campaign, if I were to target this 300 and something homeowner that's absentee, I want them to get 2 postcard bi-weekly. So once every other week. Okay? That's enough. So would it cost the total between 500? It's going to cost me about $568. So we hit next. Oh, you got to put in the information here. Blah, 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 blah. And then go next. It's really easy. If I can do it, you can do it too. And you just fill your information. Boom, 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 boom. And literally you hit next. Okay. I need to fill out all this information, but I obviously don't have the time for it. You fill all the information and it literally will take you through step by step, and just within a few clicks of a button, you will get your mailing campaign set up, and boom, it's going to be on automation. Boom, 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 it'll set. And then I know some of you have a busy schedule, and this might work best for you. You have a busy schedule, boom. All you do is now you're just waiting for incoming call. And this is what I call fishing. You're just fishing. You cast your net, right? You cast your net, and now you're just waiting for the fish to bite, which means for the seller to call you. Then you get on the phone, obviously lock them up on the contract. Okay? Now, for some of you, once you lock it up on the contract, you'd be like, hey, Kong, how do I now sell my deal? How do I find the buyers? How do I sell my deal? So with this software, we found the motivated seller. With this software, we're able to skip trace. Now, with this exact same software, here's how you find the buyers. It is so simple. I mean, wholesaling has been so simple with this software. Before that, it was just a lot more work. Like if I were to go into a whole new market, I was like, okay, you got to build up a relationship. You got to build up your cash buyer list. Like you have to prep all of that before you decide to go in any market. With this, I can literally go in any market I want and boom, I can just start dominating. Okay. So next, here's how you find the buyer. You go in here, same thing. Property leads, you put in the property address. It's probably best if you put in the property address. But let's just go Orlando, Florida. Okay. And then filter. And then now all you need to do is go here and click, boom, cash buyer. Okay. Cash buyer. It's going to show you right now. Bam. There's 82,000 cash buyer in Orlando, Florida. Obviously, that's too much for you to call. So that's why you just want to punch in the property address. And then bam, one click of a button, it'll show you all the buyers that's actually buying in that area. And you can pull up the information. You can pull up their contact info. And then you can start calling them and say, hey, I saw you just purchased a property at 234 Banana Street. Hey, I got another banana for you, bro. Okay, just right down the street from the one that you just bought. Here's the price. Bam. And that's how you do it. You can also market your deal on the software as well to over 200,000 1,000 cash buyer nationwide. And here's another thing that I want to show you on top of everything. I gotta really get the pro plan. Yeah, I mean, Victor HP, if you have the capital, the pro plan, dude, will take you to the next level. You get way more lists. Your AI, instead of just one zip code, you have you have access to the whole entire county. And yeah, man, I mean, the obviously, if you have the money, the pro plan is the way to go, in my opinion. So let me show you guys something that you might not know. So we're in Orlando, Florida, right? Drop me your city and your state. Drop me your city, your states. Get the Gillinden. Okay, this is for you then. Okay, I'm in Orlando, Florida. And do you see all this property that's in blue? Let me show you how many we got. Holy cow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of the one that's in blue, and let me show you. You see the difference. You see the one that's in blue, that's highlighted in blue, versus the one that's just like plain white. So the one that's highlighted in blue, those are the one that another wholesaler currently have it under contract. So while you're working on finding your own wholesale deal, you can also, JV deals. And this is what I do, and maybe you can copy this. So I hire a VA. Well, I mean, a long time ago. Like she been on the team for a long time. So I took her position and I put her into a position called JV deals. So all she does is she goes on the software and she will hit up all these wholesalers that already has a property in a contract and said, hey, we have buyers that might be interested in your deal. Are you okay with doing a JV? Are you okay with me blasting this out to my buyers? And just by doing that, we're closing roughly, I would just say, maybe like one deal a month. Right? So we're making between 10 to 20,000 a month, just JV. You don't have to talk to seller. You don't have to go through negotiating. You literally just JV. So JV typically is a 50-50 split, right? So if they were to make $20,000 on that deal that you see, then you get paid $10K without the hassle of talking to seller, without the hassle of, putting it under contract. All you're doing is you finding the buyer, you bring it to the wholesaler, you link up, you two split the profit. They did probably the harder part. It's getting the deal under contract. You're now bringing the buyers to the table. Without your buyers, they can't close a deal anyway, right? And there you go. JV is a great way to do it. And if you have a busy schedule and you can hire some VAs and pay them $3 to $4 if you have the capital, teach them how to go on here, use the software. They can go on here and go wild with it. And all you're doing is but listen, you still got to train your VA what to do. You still got to stay on top of your business, man. Right? Don't just let them go wild. Like it's going to, you're just losing money at the time. Right? And everybody want passive. But until you can get the passive, dude, there's no such thing as passive, regardless of what you do. Unless, but you still got to train the VA. But once they are trained, they know what they do, then it's pretty much hands off. And they're out there, they're just getting these deals for you while you're doing whatever you're doing. So to me, making 10 to 20,000 a month, having this software, it's really not that hard if you put in the work, if you do what I show you to do, and just stay committed and be consistent. You cannot expect to get a result in like 3 days, 10 days, 60 days. It takes time, right? You're still learning, you're training, and you're building. You're wearing a bunch of hats when you first start out. But eventually, once it picks up momentum, once you start to get some deals, then it's game over. But that's another way that I would do by leveraging this software. It's just JV. Victor HP said, where can I hire VA? Facebook. Facebook group. Just type in on your Facebook, type in like Philippines VAs. And bam, dude. There'll be a bunch of Facebook that pops up. Okay? Flex said, how can I get access to this software? Yes. Flex, all you need to do, hold on a second. Flex, all you need to do is go to kingdata.ai. And if you sign up today, Flex, I will pay for all your skip tracing. So you know how you have to use other software to skip trace? When you sign up for this software, Flex, I will pay for your skip tracing, so you never have to ever pay a penny for skip tracing ever again. As long as you have the software, dude, unlimited, I'll pay for it, okay? So basic plan, $149. Pro plan, $249 a month, okay? It's a month-to-month. You can cancel anytime you want, okay? But yeah, I mean, you can too. You can hire VAs to train the VAs. That's exactly what we're doing right now. So we have a VA. Her name is Angeline. She's been working with us, gosh, a long time. And she knows her stuff. She's good. She's trustworthy. She's loyal. So now she's training all the other VAs to do the job. And then eventually all the other VAs, they'll train new on-hire VAs. Okay? Sonia said, call some sellers. Well, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of switch things up a little bit. So for those of you who wants to call some leads, we're not going to do any cold call today. But if you have a lead you want to call, or maybe a buyers that you want to call, I love to listen into your buyer, or I love to listen into your call. And then I'll give you some tips, some feedback, some honest criticism, and show you how you can get better the next time you're on the phone with the seller so you can get a deal on the contract. So who here have a lead that they are ready to call? But they're like, hey, Kong, I got a buyer that I can call, right? Can you help me after the call and give me some few pointers on how I can be better next time? Or maybe you have a seller that you want to call, or a follow-up that you want to call. Comment in the chat and let me know if you're down for that. So today, I don't want to do a cold call role play. I just want to hear you calling your leads. And if none of you have it, then we're going to call this a wrap. So I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm going to wait a few minutes here, see if any one of you, and listen, don't be shy. Don't be scared. I'm not going to bite you, okay? I'm going to help you. And a lot of you don't know how good you are or how bad you are until someone actually listens to your call and know what they're doing and then give you the feedback and tell you how to improve and how to change. Because some of you don't know what to improve on because you don't have anybody by your side to guide you. And that is something that we're doing in our, obviously, in our mentorship, right? We have training, cold call every day. We have where we helped you analyze the deals. We helped you how to run comps. We helped you, how to figure out the ARV. We show you how to make offer. We show you how to pick a market. We show you how to, set up your marketing. We show you how to set up your CRM. Like all of that is in our mentorship training program. So anyways, so for those of you who like, hey, Kong, that's what I need. Just like Sonia said, that's what I need. Then just, Sonia, go to coachwithkong.com. Fill out the application, book a call with my team. Love to have you in the academy. And that's where we're able to take you to the next level. So going once, going twice. Okay, so none of you have any leads that you can call. And this is probably one of your biggest problem why you haven't have any deal on the contract. You always make sure that your pipeline is full of leads to call. If you don't have anybody to call, that is your problem. It's that you're not doing anything. Dude, your pipeline should always be constantly full with leads that you can just pick up a phone and start pounding right now. So you don't have any leads, it tells me that you're already doing it wrong. You're already doing it wrong. Okay? So sign up for the software, get some leads, skip trace, and start pounding the phone today. And I can almost promise you, the more you dial, the closer it is you're going to get to a yes. And do not get discouraged when people tell you it's no. Okay? Do not get discouraged because you're going to get a lot more no's than yes. But all you need is one yes a month to make $20K a pop. 20K a month. Link to get the software. Come on. So Flex, the link, dude, is also in the descriptions. But bro, how hard is it to punch in kingdata.ai? Like, we made it so simple as possible, dude. Just go kingdata.ai. Like, how hard is that, guys? Come on, man. Shit, bro. Anyways, guys, off topic, but I'm going to wrap this up by saying this, okay? Once again, this is a hobby that I have been doing, that I got into a few months ago. And I decided, you know what, maybe it's time now to share with all of you, in case for those of you who be like, hey, Kong, I love this as a hobby too. I want to do this. This sounds kind of cool. So as a community, we actually built a community on Discord, and we came in and we took over this meme coin. It's a meme coin. We took it over and we ran it from 20,000 market cap to all-time high of 2.6 or so million market cap. It took a dip, so I think this is probably might be a good time to buy in. I don't know, but I just know that as a community, we went from 3 holder to over 1,000 holder now who bought into the coin. We went from having no 10 people in our Discord to over 200 people in our Discord, or 500 people in our Discord, and our Telegram went from 0 to now over 500 people, and we are only 13 days in. So I believe that we're still very young. We're still very early. So I want to present this opportunity to those of you who have some play money, some gambling money that you're willing to risk on. So our goal, dude, if you put in $100 today, and I think the market cap right now is at like 700K or 600K. And if we can ram this thing to like 5 million, million or 10 million, you would have what? You would have 5x, 10x your money. So that's why I want to bring you on this journey. For those of you who wants to take on this gamble, who has $100 and say, come, I'm going to throw in there, dude, and I'm going to ride this with you. And once again, only play with money that you can afford to lose. Can it go down? Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But all I know is our community is so strong that we're going to fight, and we're going to try to climb this thing up there. It might take some time, but hey, I don't know about you, but dude, I'll throw $100 in there and I'll let that thing sit for a month or 2 or 3 months. And then after that, dude, hopefully that $100 will turn into 1,000. Okay. So anyways, or 10,000 or whatever it is. Okay. Like, I'm willing to gamble that. So if that was you and you're like, Kong, I'm in it. Let's rock and roll, baby. The link is in my description. Join me on Discord. Or if you don't have Discord and you want to join me on Twitter, which is X, all you need to do is search me up. It's going to be at Real, R-E-A-L, Real King Kong. That's it. Just type in Real King Kong on X or Twitter, and then bam. Okay? I'll put all the information there, and you can go on there. But I'm telling you, when we started out at a 20,000 market cap, I think there was like 10 of us who took on the risk. And that's why just within the last couple of days, I'm sitting over $100,000, like literally 100 G's. And I know some who bought in with $100 that now up to like $1,000. Some bought in $1,000 and now they're up to like 4K, 5K. Like when we were at all-time high, dude, some of them put in like $300 and they're up like, gosh, what was it? 4,000, 5,000. And obviously you can cash out anytime you want, you know. It's just like a real crypto, you know. But we call this a meme coin, because there's no utilities, just like Doge, just like Shiba Inu. And our goal as community is to actually make history, is to take this dead coin and take it to like 10 million, 50 million, 100 million. But obviously it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen over time. And hopefully with my following that we can, and with the help of the community spreading the word, that we're able to get this to the next all-time high and just continue growing this. And like I said, imagine if you just put $100 in and not look at it, and then just let me and the community and you too, obviously, because we all want to eat and just ride that thing. Just ride that thing. Is that the well coin? Yes. Vict, yes. HP, it is. It's the only meme coin that I'm going all in, and it's the only one that I'm promoting and I talk about because I believe in it. I know it's not a rug pull. I know it's not a pump and dump because this coin, guys, was built on trust. It literally went to zero. The sniper were out. The developer went out. There was no influencer comes in who trying to pump it up and then dump it. We literally built all the holders from 3 holders to 1,000 holders within the last few days, all organically. We took it from 20,000 market cap to 2.6 million market cap, all organically. There still has not been any pay promotion, any influencer pay, like none. Everything is still organically. And for those for those of you who decided to get on this ride with me, I really want you to understand this though, okay? It is a very risky play. But I just know that it's not going to be a rug pull. That's why I'm able to eat in peace, walk in peace, and sleep in peace. I've been trying to play this meme coin for, I think, 4 months now. And dude, there's so many rug, and that's why when I say meme coin, everybody's like, oh man, it's another scam. And I think that over time, a month later, 3 months later, 5 months later, 6 months later, a year later, and we're still standing and we're still growing, that's when the non-believer, the doubters, becomes believers, and believers become long-term holder. And that's when I think is when we're able to take this to $100 million market cap. I truly believe it. And yes, throughout this time that you're going to buy, we're going to go through like this. It's going to be a roller coaster. But like I said, that's why I said only play with money that you can afford to lose. That you're like, dude, I'm not going to even look at this for whatever month, right? And then hopefully, so my thing is that hopefully by 2026, so I locked my entire supply up over 6-figure at all-time high. My portfolio was probably at, I would say, $300,000. But my goal is that I want to see everybody wins. We either eat together or I don't want to eat alone. That's my attitude when it comes to this coin. That's why I'm willing to lock up the supply into 2026. And hopefully by then, dude, if we can hit $10 million market cap, I'll probably have a couple $1 million in there. That's better than a few $100,000. And that's why the long-term play turn out to always be the best one to, for reward. But you have to be able to stomach all the dips, right? Because yesterday we took a massive dip and there were people who who sold or who panic sell because of people who, they got in, let's just say at 100K market cap, right? And then they sold, they took their profit. People do that, right? And then everybody got scared and they're like, oh man, this is going to be another rug pull. And like I said, that's why we can only build this trust and get this trust from the people after they see that we're still here a month later, 3 months later, 5 months later, a year later, right? And they're like, oh, now it's legit because it's been here for so long. If it would have been a rug, it would have been over. But I can tell you this, if this coin was a rug pull, I would, never ever would promote it on my YouTube, my Facebook, and my Instagram, and my TikTok. That's number one. Number two is if this was a rug, it would have been over a long time ago. Because that person would have made 1,000x on their money. They would probably walk away with, I would say, 300 or 400 G's. Just within like 2 days. The game would have been over a long time ago. I've been into so many rug pull that I know. Like most rug pull don't even last an hour. The longest is probably like a day. Melina, Zebra, right? Kazebra, right? All these, all these memes. Celebrity coins, same thing. It's just, it wouldn't even last a day. Now, Trump coin was built on hype, not on community, not on trust. It was built on hype. Celebrity coins are built on hype. That's why I believe that our well coin will get to the next level over time. And those who want to be in it, to ride the wave, and that's why, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. is very shaky right now because we're only 13 days old. 13 days old. So I believe that we're still very early into the game. We're still extremely young into the game. And that's why there's a lot of doubters. There's a lot of fears. And I understand that. And that the only way that we can prove them wrong is over time. A month later, they see that we're still here. We're still growing. The community's growing. Everything just continued to grow. But someone in the community said that, hey, Rome was not built in a day. And it definitely was not built in 13 days. Probably 13 decades. All right? And that's what I look at this coin represent. It's truly the people's coin. There was no insider trader. There was no, hey, let me send some supply to the influencer. They pump it up. People, regular people like us, don't know, new investor, buys in, bam, they dump, and we hold the bag. It was just regular. I think there was 10 of us in our Discord. And we're like, dude, let's take on the risk. And like I said, it's a risky play. We survived the first crash, the first dip, major dip. And people got hella scared. And I was scared too. I said, oh my God, I don't even know we're going to survive. Because like I said, we're in the building stage. And when you're in the building stage, just like a business, it's very vulnerable. Imagine when you have a baby, their first few years is very vulnerable. True or false? Same thing with business, same thing with everything. We survived that dip. Then we got more believers. And then we got more diamond hands holder. Then we survived a second dip. Dude, the second one was also very scary. That's when, okay, so the first dip, we took it from 20K. It ran all the way into all-time high was 277K. Then it took a major drop down to 100, and then it sits around 120. Then we took that 120 and we rolled that thing almost to 1 million, almost. Then it crashed again, all the way, I think, back down to 300K or so, or 200K. Yeah, 200K. We survived that dip and we rolled that thing from 200K back to $2.6 million. And then this dip right here. Now this one went from 2.6. We dipped down to 300 something. But now the floor, I think here, let me show you guys. Let me tell you, we're sitting at right now. I'll tell you right now. I'm nervous. Open. We're sitting right now at 700. Okay, we're sitting right now at 787 market cap. If you would have bought in yesterday when we took a dip down to 500K, you would have been up. And like I said, I'm going to prove it to you right here. We're only 13 days old. We're so new into this. And I truly believe if we can survive this dip and we can just get back to that even in that 1 million market cap, dude, we're going to turn a lot of doubters into believers and the believer into a long-term holder. And you know it, man. When someone believes in something, guess what they do? They double down. That is right. They double down. I mean, you ask yourself, when you got into the whole crypto, did you double down when you saw that there was a dip in Bitcoin, in ETH, in Solana, in XRP? Oh, hell yeah, you did. See, that's the problem with us right now, is that we're in that stage where, one, we don't have enough exposure, right? Because it's all built organically, and we're working on that. Number two is we haven't been there long enough. That's the thing. And once again, once we're able to prove that, I think once we hit that 1 month mark, dude, I think this thing is going to fly. And that's why I put so much money, and I sold all my meme coin. I freaking went all into this. I just want to be able to focus on one, and that's it. And, for those of you who like to chase the next meme coin, let me tell you this so you can understand. It only takes one rug for you to lose it all. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. And it's just so exhausting. So once again, guys, I'm just going to wrap it up. I got to run. I got to take long. We got to go to the gym. I want to be able to go to the gym, work out, and I have to check my phone every second. I want to eat. I want to sleep. I want to walk. I want to do my thing. Like I want to go and, I know some of you have a JO to be. Some of you have a business to run. Like, do you want to check your phone every single minute? Okay. Because you're afraid that it's going to be a rug? Dude, then come and join me on the well journey. We stand for trust. Okay. This is a real community. So if you want to ride this wave with me, if you got some play money that you're like, Kong, I'm willing to gamble, love to have you. So the link is right in my description. That will take you to my Discord, which the OG will help you and show you how to buy the coin if you're new. But if you want to follow me on, if you don't have Discord and you just want to follow me on Twitter or X, right there, just type in @RealKingKong. That's my handle. I think I just reached 8,000 followers. So you just follow me on there, and that's where you'll get all the information about it as well. How to buy it, the CA. You know what? I'll even leave the CA in the descriptions for those of you who said, Kong, it's okay. I don't want to join you on Discord. I don't want to join you on X. I just want to know what the CA is. I'll just go buy it, and then that's it. So I'll leave that in the description as well. Okay, guys? Once again, family, I appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope that we're able to write history together. I hope that I will be the first real estate investors who got into this community coin, took it from 20K market cap, hopefully to run it up to 10, 100 million, and we can all make history together. And I did say this to the community. Once we hit $10 million market cap, which no meme coin community out there have ever done this, we're going to now celebrate it by picking a vacation spot. We're all going to go there to celebrate, because at that time, dude, you bet our bag is huge. We're going to pick a vacation destination. We're going to go there. We're going to celebrate. We're going to take a picture together, and we're going to use that picture as our banners on Dex Screener. Who likes that idea? Okay. So once again, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. For those of you who like to trade, meme coin, talk about crypto as a hobby, link is in the descriptions. I look forward to seeing you on Discord or on Twitter. Until next time, family, take care, and let's go get this money.